Do you want to change your life? Do you want to be stronger, more disciplined, more respected? Then stop waiting. No one is going to do it for you. Success isn't about luck. It's about choices. And the choice you make right now will define where you'll be a year from today. Do you know why most people never make it? Because they wait to feel like it. They wait for motivation to kick in, but motivation doesn't last. What truly changes your life is discipline, consistency, and effort. Logan Hunter learned this the hard way. For years, he was like most people, waiting for the right moment, thinking that someday everything would magically change, always saying, I'll start on Monday. When things get better, I'll try again. But time kept passing and nothing changed. Until one day he realized the truth. If you look in the mirror and feel like you could be more, it's because you've chosen the easy road for too long. But that changes today. Is it hard? Good. Because growth only comes from discomfort. Now answer this. Are you going to keep doing the same thing? Or are you going to decide that today is the turning point? The choice is yours. Either you get left behind or you become the hardest worker in the room. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants a strong body, a successful business, a better life. But how many are actually willing to pay the price? Most people want the reward, but not the sacrifice. They want fast results without hard work. But let me tell you something. There are no shortcuts. The secret? There is no secret. It's all about effort, sweat, and sacrifice. Every champion knows that. Do you think elite athletes were born ready? That the guys with perfect physiques got that way overnight? That self-made millionaires just got lucky? No, they were working while you were sleeping. And Logan Hunter finally figured that out. For years, he kept asking himself why his life wasn't changing. He watched other people level up, get what they wanted, while he stayed stuck in the same place. Then one day he asked himself the question that changed everything. Am I really doing everything I can? The answer, no. He worked out when he felt like it, but when he got tired, he skipped. He said he wanted to improve, but he spent more time distracted than focused. He thought he was putting in the effort, but deep down he was just lying to himself. The breakthrough came when he accepted the truth. No one was coming to save him. He had to build his own strength, his own discipline, his own path. And it's the same for you. If you want more out of life, you have to do more. If you want to outwork everyone around you, you have to put in more hours than they do. If you want to be the best, you have to be the one who never stops, never complains, never quits. That's the rule. Now tell me, are you really willing to pay the price? Or are you just fooling yourself? Do you want to be mentally strong? Do you want to be disciplined? Do you want to be someone who commands respect? Then look at your body. It's a direct reflection of your mindset. The way you take care of yourself says everything about you. It shows if you have discipline, if you have drive, if you can handle pressure. All of it is reflected in your physique. Want to be a warrior in life? Be a warrior in your training? Want to be resilient? Face discomfort? Push through pain? Overcome exhaustion? Logan Hunter realized this the moment he looked in the mirror and saw that his body perfectly reflected his mindset at the time. Weak, inconsistent, out of control. He talked about wanting to change his life, but he woke up late. He talked about discipline, but he skipped workouts. He dreamed of leveling up, but he still ate like someone who wasn't serious about it. Then came the shift. He understood that he couldn't expect to have a strong mind in a weak body. If he wanted to change his life, he had to start from the inside out. And that's when everything clicked. He built a routine. He locked in his discipline every single day. No excuses, no skipping, heavy training, clean nutrition, proper rest. And in the middle of the process, he made a discovery. Training wasn't just about the body. It was about the mind, because when you push yourself physically, you build a kind of toughness that goes beyond muscles. You learn to deal with pain, discomfort, exhaustion, and that carries over into every part of your life. You start demanding more from yourself. You start keeping promises to yourself. You start realizing that the body you build is a physical representation of your character, your mental strength, your discipline. So now ask yourself, what does your body say about you today? Have you been living like someone who is disciplined? Or are you still waiting for the right time to start? The change starts now. Build yourself. Become your greatest project. Everybody wants to change. Everybody wants to evolve, but nobody wants to feel pain. And that's exactly why most people quit before they ever get there. The truth is, growth hurts. Evolution has a price, and that price is not cheap. You're going to have to give things up. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to train even when you don't feel like it. You're going to have to say no to parties, distractions, and anything that pulls you away from your goals. And the hardest part, no one will understand. Your friends will ask why you're pushing so hard. Your family might not believe in you. The people around you will look at you and say, why are you doing all this? And that's the moment where most people give up, because they realize that this journey is lonely. Logan Hunter felt that firsthand. At first, he was pumped. He had plans. He was motivated. But as time went on, reality hit him hard. The workouts got heavier. The routine got exhausting. He realized that to evolve, he had to let go of things he used to enjoy. He had to wake up earlier while everyone else slept, train while his friends went out, study while others were wasting time. And then came the question that changes everything. Is it really worth it? The answer, it's always worth it. Because pain is temporary, but results last forever. The suffering you go through today builds the strength you'll need tomorrow. Every rep, every sacrifice, every drop of sweat is a brick in the foundation of a new you. Now the question is, are you willing to pay the price? Are you going to endure the pain and push forward? Or are you just going to be another person who quits halfway? That's the only difference between those who fail and those who win. Winners understand that pain is not the end, pain is the process. If you want to be great, learn to love the sacrifice. Do you know the biggest lie you've been told? That someday someone is going to come along and change your life for you. But here's the harsh truth. No one cares about your excuses. No one is going to hold your hand and lead you to the top. The world doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who take action. While you're standing still, complaining that life isn't fair, that opportunities don't come, that results take too long, there's someone out there right now training, learning, putting in the work. And when the two of you finally cross paths, they'll be ready. Will you? Life is like an arena. Either you step in and fight, or you watch others win. Logan Hunter learned this the hard way. For years, he blamed others for his failures. He told himself that he didn't have the same opportunities, that some people are just born with advantages while others are not, that he kept trying but nothing ever worked. Then one day he started paying attention to the winners, and he realized something. Most of them started with less than he did. They were the ones waking up before sunrise to train while he stayed in bed for another hour. They were the ones studying in their free time while he scrolled through his phone. They were the ones doing what needed to be done even when they didn't feel like it. That's when it clicked. The difference between him and the people who were winning wasn't talent. It wasn't luck. It was attitude. Logan realized that no one was coming to save him. If he didn't take control, no one else would. If he didn't get up and make it happen, he would stay exactly where he was. From that day on, everything changed. He stopped looking for motivation. He stopped relying on others. He made a decision that no matter what happened, he would do what needed to be done. And now the question is, are you going to keep waiting or are you going to take control? If you want to change your life, stop looking for excuses and start looking for results. You can keep telling yourself stories to justify why you haven't made it yet. Or you can look in the mirror and accept the truth. The only person responsible for your success or failure is you. Either you become the author of your own story, or you spend your life watching others claim what should have been yours. There comes a moment when you have to make a decision. Either you stay the same person you've always been, or you become someone no one even recognizes anymore. Most people never reach this moment. They stay trapped in the same cycle, saying they want to change but never doing anything different. Wanting success but keeping the same losing habits. And that's why so few people ever make it. Logan Hunter realized this when he looked back and saw that he had spent years complaining, waiting, and postponing. He understood that his biggest enemy wasn't the world, it was himself. And then he made a decision. I will never be that guy again. From that moment on, everything changed. He stopped waiting for motivation. He stopped making excuses. He stopped accepting the bare minimum. He broke the cycle. Now you have to ask yourself, when will your turning point be? How many more years are you going to waste before you decide you've had enough? Before you decide that you're done being average, done being weak, done settling for less than you deserve? The turning point doesn't happen by accident. It happens the moment you decide that enough is enough. And the only question that matters now is, are you going to make that decision today? Or are you going to wait another year just to realize you've wasted even more time? Most people watch videos like this, feel motivated for a few minutes, and then go right back to their old routine. But a very few actually understand the message. And those few, they will change their lives. The question is, which group are you going to be in? Logan Hunter made his choice. He never looked back. He never accepted anything less than his best. He never again became the guy who sat around waiting for things to happen. And that's why he won. Now it's your turn. You already know what you need to do. You know that no one is going to do it for you. You know it's going to hurt, it's going to be hard, and it's going to take time. But you also know that every sacrifice is worth it. Because in the end, when all is said and done, when you look back at all the struggles, the pain, the moments you wanted to quit but didn't, you'll realize that every drop of sweat built the strongest version of you. And at that moment, nothing will be able to stop you. What you do from this moment on defines who you will become. And the only question that matters is, who are you going to decide to be? Because you have two choices. Either you stay just another person in the crowd, or you become the hardest worker in the room. The choice is yours.